This station is conducting a test of the emergency broadcasting system. This is only a test.
Hey everybody, Steve here, and today in this video, as you can tell, it's a little strange because I'm looking at myself through the iPad and then looking through the camera and seeing you all on the phone and me on the phone or whatever, however that works. But yeah, just trying out some new toys and some new things. And what you might notice is, of course, my iPhone 13 Pro Max. And then on the end of the microphone or the phone is a DJI Wireless Mic. And that's what I have on my collar right here. Now, all of that is together and connected to the Zhiyun Smooth 5 gimbal system. So as you can see that there, the gimbal system will take the bumps and unsteady photos and videos that you have, even though it has Steadicam type of stuff on the iPhone. You can still see bumps and things like that when you just hold it regular and walk. You can see that. But with the gimbal, it is pretty amazing because it ends up just being a nice smooth footage, really nice. The other problem that I had with the iPhone and using it to record videos is that it would pick up all the surrounding sound. Just had some problems, and that's why I ended up getting the DJI mic system. It has connections for hooks up to your iPhone. I've actually put it on the tablet and it works as a remote wireless mic on the tablet as well. It also has the connector for Android. So if you have an Android phone or Android devices, you could run the same type of thing there. And the Zhiyun Smooth 5 is really nice because it's just enough to where it'll fit the camera and the receiver there. And then of course you can see the audio levels and things like that. Might actually go out and do some test video. We'll see how that goes.
A few moments later.
We're going to do a test of the iPhone 13 Pro Max with holding the camera, obviously talking to you all, using the onboard microphone of the iPhone, and want to see the differences between this versus using the iPhone for stability reasons and hooking it up to a Zhiyun Smooth 5S or the 5S Smooth, whatever it is, to see if there are any benefits to using the gimbal in filming. And then the second thing we're going to test is the audio. We're going to hook up the DJI mic, which is a wireless microphone, and we'll get some audio off of that, compare the two, and then with no after filming post adjustments. So we'll have the original audios from both, original videos from both, and then as the last little bit, what we'll end up doing is doing some post-production and adding in like voice enhancers, put it in a compressor and see what the differences are between using just the iPhone and then of course the DJI mic with all of those adjustments. So it's going to be your job in the comment section down below to tell me how the video and the audio is with this. And we'll do a lap around this little park here that they got. I'm just about done, so we'll go in, we'll hook everything up, and we'll do the next test. Okay, we're hooked up to the Zhiyun Smooth 5S or 5S Smooth, whatever it is. And we're also transmitting with our DJI mic. Wireless microphone. It's got the little dead cat on there that you can see. Got a little bit of a breeze, more breeze than what we did with just using the iPhone. So I guess the first thing to look at is the video. And how does the video compare when using this gimbal? And I think there's a little bit of a learning curve. I'm trying to keep myself in frame, but there's that. But how does the video compare between this and me just holding my iPhone at arm's length? Definitely with the gimbal, it's a lot easier. And I notice from just looking at myself on the camera that there's not as much jiggle up and down from walking and things like that. So the second thing we want to take a look at or notice is the audio. I don't know if you can hear the little bit of breeze, not much wind today at all. So I don't think we'll get any interference from that. But how do you hear the ambient sounds? And then we'll do another lap, a third lap around, where we will add to the DJI some audio after effects like voice enhancement, a little compressor, all done in Final Cut Pro X, and then we'll kind of do those two comparisons. So we'll shoot. Now another thing included in this is a clip that can go onto the receiver, and that will work on cold shoe mounts, so you can face the the receiver one way or the other, and of course you have to take that off there. It doesn't matter which direction your cold shoe is facing. By using this clip, you can put that on there and you're good to go. The other thing I like about this is that if you have these connectors on here like so, that you can go ahead and store it in the charging case itself. And in the same way, if you had that connector off and you put on the clip here for your receiver, it would also fit in here as well. So you don't have to be taking pieces off and on during the whole time. If you're pretty much just set on one way of doing things, it's kind of nice that they thought of that. Now the kit also comes with 2 dead cats, so that way you can guard against wind. You'll also notice that there's a little square here. Well, that is actually a magnet. You can see that moves there. So instead of using the clip to attach onto clothing or a lapel or things like that, you could also use that magnet as well. So what we end up seeing here, that is the microphone, and then of course we also have a 3.5 millimeter jack, and then we got some other things on here like the mic or the record, the linking up to the receiver, which is pretty much automatic. And then we end up having the connector there for power, and then of course a power switch. I'm not going to go into all the different settings for this. This is just kind of like a general overview of the DJI mic. So with that being said, let's get back and we'll do another walk around test, and we'll add some After Effects in Final Cut Pro, like voice enhancement and a little compressor action, and we'll see how that cleans up the audio, one for the